Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today in this video I'm going to be talking about my experience in intermittent fasting. This is possibly going to be a weekly series where I talk each week about my experience in the journey of IF. For those of you who don't know what intermittent fasting is, I'm going to put a link in the description to describe exactly what it is. My schedule for intermittent fasting is that I give myself a 4 to 6 hour window every day to eat, and the time when I begin that ranges from 8 to 10 p.m. So I might start at 8 p.m. or I might start at 10, or sometimes if I have to because of family obligation I'll start at 6. So it's sort of a variation between the warrior diet, which is 4 hours a day, and the 18-6, which is 6 hours a day of eating followed by 18 hours of fasting. So I've been doing that because the main reason why I do that is because it offers flexibility. I'd say this for flexibility is very important. Consistency in intermittent fasting and strictness is extremely important for any kind of lifestyle change. But the main problem that people have, or I have, is that when you're imposing something new, a change in lifestyle, it comes with a lot of change that causes mental and physical stress to your body. And what happens is that if you start off being too strict, the chances of you failing and rebounding becomes very high. It's sort of like you want to be realistic with yourself. That's why I say that you give yourself a bit of flexibility at the beginning so you can find your ground. In the video that they talk about for IF, they say it takes around 2 weeks for a person to become acclimated, to become used to this kind of lifestyle, which basically means it takes that amount of time for the body to start completely taking energy just from the fat storage. And so this first week, I still haven't really adjusted to it yet. So next thing I'm going to talk about, try to be as quick as possible. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the advantages and disadvantages. The good things I've noticed is that in terms of energy, I haven't really lost any energy, and it actually feels great to fast and exercise, whether it is doing yoga, which I've been doing every day, or whether it is working out at the gym, which I also do almost every day. And just for me, for some reason, exercising while I'm fasted just feels wonderful. Like, it feels invigorating because it feels like I'm stimulating my body in a way that that's beneficial. And I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but in the video that I linked, they also talk about how, or if you look at TedTalks, which talks about fasting, they also talk about why exercising while fasting actually gives you so many benefits. And in the video they also talk about the myth of starvation mode for the body, how it's not actually right away, but it actually comes after consistently not eating for a few days. But anyways, I'm digressing. So exercising, doing yoga and so forth has been great. It's been feeling really great. Also during the day I've been feeling a lot more focused because I don't have to think about the food. And one last advantage is that good thing is that eating after the fast is really enjoyable too. Like, I guess it's straightforward, but it really makes an impact to me. I really enjoy eating a lot more overall compared to before because of the food that I get to eat, and like how great it feels to replenish your cells after having fasted for that day. One last thing before I talk about some of this maybe negative things is that when I do intermittent fasting, even though obviously the best results you can get is from eating clean, super clean, but like they say in the video, intermittent fasting, you can still get the effects that you want, and you don't have to eat exactly clean. In the end of the day, you are what you eat. That is what the doctor says in the video. But you're still able to get the effects and still be able to have your body tap into is fat storage. Obviously, efficiency wise, if you eat super clean, you will get the best results in the fastest amount of time. That's just like if you exercise super efficient, same idea. But what I enjoy is that I can't eat clean. Like, if I'm being honest, always be honest with yourself. I find it very difficult, whether it's social or mental. However, this has allowed me to still eat healthy foods, such as I still eat a lot of fruits, vegetables, fiber, protein, whole grains, carbs as well. But I'm still allowed to occasionally eat unhealthy foods. So that way my social life isn't affected as much, and also I don't actually have to deal with feeling like crap when I end up eating garbage. But overall, the only downside sometimes is I do still feel hungry, but that's such a minor thing for me throughout the day compared to all the other great things that I gain from doing intermittent fasting. So I definitely do experience it at sometimes. That's why I give myself the flexibility. For example, sometimes if the day before I start eating from 8 to 12, and then the next day when it's around 7, I'm starting to feel hungry already, and it's almost been like, it's been 20 hours, around 20 hours since I haven't eaten, then I might start my window earlier. But I still keep it within the 6 hour, from 6 to 12, I still keep it in that area. Yeah, and the other thing I'm a bit worried about is that because overall in the beginning, the video, or like most people suggest, having the window from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So during the day rather than at night. So I'm not sure if that might affect my results as well. So that's one thing I want to keep in mind. But overall, like I said, the first week, I always talk a lot more in the first week, I think. But hopefully next week it will be a lot shorter in the video. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, and questions about IF as well. I have done a lot of research from different sources, benefits and disadvantages. So I've done that before putting myself through this new experiment on my body. But hope you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe, like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to keep up and for next week's video as well, to see what kind of benefits and disadvantages there are to intermittent fasting. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye!